It was a game of two halves. In the first half, Real Monarchs had a lot more shots on goal. But then in the second half, you saw the Toros, take advantage and have more opportunities on goal. What kind of changes did you make at halftime in order to get this team to push Real Monarchs and make them uncomfortable?
Well, I just told them we needed to do what we did the first 10 minutes, first 10 to 12 minutes. If you saw, we generated, 3 golden opportunities that we didn't score. And so at the end of the half, we just said, hey, we got to go back to what it was that we were doing in the first half. We moved, we just changed our formation. Their outside backs were having just too much time being able to come up. So, we just put 3 forwards, put Chuy up high. Carlos on one side, Aldo. So we were able to press, and I think through the press they weren't ready for it at that time, and we generated chances, and fortunately we were able to get a goal and then the go ahead. But I think it was just the attitude of the guys. They had a lot of fight in them, even though we were down. They believed in themselves, and it's kudos to them.
You talked about the attitude of the players in this match. Besides the attitude, what else did you see different compared to with this match compared to the San Antonio Derby match?
Well, in the San Antonio match, you're up 3-0. You're up 1-0 after 3 minutes, and we still had some chances to put them away. And then in the second half, it was just not the intensity that we needed. Not the same focus that we needed. We missed some tackles, missed some passes, and fortunately in this one, there was a lot more, a lot more fight, a lot more willingness together. Not just individual, one guy at a time, but together. They just stuck together, fought together, believed together, and so and when a team, and our team specifically, when we play together and we believe and we do something together, there's a lot of good things.
Talk to me about Aldo Quintanilla. He has been out of the starting, because of injury. How did you see him coming back from this injury today?
He's still injured, but he needed to play. So his back's been. I wouldn't say he's injured. He's hurting. If you're injured, you can't play. So he's hurting. So obviously he's having some issues with his back, issues with don't want to have other people know what's wrong with him, but just some injuries that are nagging, and but he wanted to play. He was feeling a lot better. He came and fought through it. Towards the end, he was really, really struggling. But he's a good player. So good players need to be on the field.
And you subbed out Carlos Small in the 56th minute for Bryce Marion. Did you see a defensive lapse in the Monarchs back line that made you decide, okay, I'm going to put in Bryce Marion for speed purposes?
Absolutely, you hit it in the head. It's for pace. Carlos is putting up a lot of minutes. Has putting up a lot of work. Been our most dangerous attacker, for the past 3-4 games. And I think just the tank was a little empty, after playing so much. So we wanted to get fresher legs. We knew that they were dead. They just couldn't keep up at the pace. And when we started pressing him, we knew Bryce could make something happen. And he caused a lot of problems on both ends of the field.
Coach, talk about Tyler's performance tonight. He had some good saves out there.
Outstanding. Tyler's, he's one of the better goalkeepers last year in MLS, and he showcases why that is. It's just he's just different from any keeper in the league when he's out there. We're fortunate. Our job is to prepare him, and I'd say he's itching closer towards that preparation to go into Houston.
Y'all guys played a doubleheader. Could you talk about the field conditions? How it was for you guys?
The field was outstanding. I think, the field, Jaime and his crew did a fantastic job. The field, there was no issues. I believe, and maybe I'm biased, that we have the best stadium, in the USL. Our field is outstanding, and it held 2 pro games and a kids games in between. And Jaime Nguyen, took care of it, and the field played outstanding. So it was. No complaints about that. I think it's great. When you have a team like Tigers, it was also fantastic. Our guys got a chance to see them a little bit. We got a chance to see them. Obviously, playing at 5 the pace is not the same because of the heat. But it was a great night for soccer.
And Todd's taken some of those free kicks, and they've gotten close to that. Could you you talk about his goal tonight?
It was great. We've been asking him to do that. He did it. It scored. And I mean, Todd hits a heavy ball, so when he catches it right, it has such a nice whip, in it. And today he hit a couple free kicks, a couple corners. So he was hitting the ball really, really well. And so that goal, I'm not surprised because when he gets a hold of one and he catches it right, it's got a lot of weight on it.
Talk about that set piece goal that Aldo Quintanilla scored in the second half.
Yeah, no, it was good. You know what I mean? We've been setting picks and trying to hit that ball in the air so we can hit it first time. And fortunately enough, it got to our forward and he was able to bury it. And I tell you, just a big weight off our shoulders and new life, new energy. And I thought the boys reacted and just came back alive.
Luis Gil, what did you see from him tonight? Are you satisfied with his performance being sent down to you?
Absolutely. I mean, I think he needed some time. He needed some fitness, so he got a chance to play a lot last game. He ran out of gas, so we put him in the second half to give us some quality. And you could see him with the ball quality. And then towards the end, you see what kind of team player he was. That he was willing to just, even though he's a player with a lot of quality with the ball, he was willing to roll up his sleeves and fight for us because we needed to make sure that we maintained the lead. And he helped with pressing, holding the ball, and putting pressure on them so they wouldn't just have easy services. So extremely happy with his performance.
Thank you.